It's not only right that he's not going to be there, it's that he is going to be releasing this interview with Tucker Carlson. Both of them are giving the FU to Fox News in a major way, which has now become a symbol of an establishment that doesn't get it.
It's an establishment that just doesn't get it. Tucker Carlson is going to be hosting Donald Trump tonight in a bit of an interview just to push back on the debate that he's decided not to go to. This is what he truthed out, I believe. It was one of them. He says, my interview with Tucker Carlson will be aired, all capitals, by the way, will be aired tonight at 9 p.m. Sparks will fly. Enjoy. I want to pause again because I said this the last time we talked about the Fox debate. Why do we have to care that sparks will fly? Why do I need to enjoy the debate that's supposed to be through a bunch of people who are gonna talk about how they're gonna enrich the country, make people's lives better, represent people's stances and points of views, and everyone's boats can be lifted with the tide? Why is it that we have to then enjoy it and see some sparks? This has nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do with representing people. It has nothing to do with legislating. It has nothing to do with anything. It's about self-promotion. Keep that in mind every time you hear Donald Trump or any of these other folks talk about themselves. Here's more though. Because as they're talking about this is gonna run right up against the Fox News debate, apparently it's already been recorded. Trump didn't want this idea that it was recorded to become public, that he had taped the interview and instructed his team to keep it a secret. That's what advisors said. His team tried to keep signaling that he might still attend the Fox debate, with aides refusing to confirm that he was considering sitting for a Carlson interview that he had already recorded. Even then, he kept polling people on whether he should attend the debate. Again, what does it have to do with him running the country? This is all promotional tricks. More though, the account of the sit down between Trump and Carlson came to be based on interviews with a half a dozen current and former Fox News employees and Trump advisors. They spoke on the condition of anonymity to talk about what happened between these two when they set this thing up. For Trump, this whole interview allows him the chance to steal the spotlight away from the lower polling rivals as he stays off the stage of the RNC-sponsored debate. It's also a not so subtle jab at Fox. He's mad at because that network helped build his political career, but then lately they've been shopping for someone else. They were pushing Ron DeSantis for a while until they realized that he has no idea what he's doing either. And for Carlson, the session with Trump offers a possible boost to efforts to rebuild his audience on X, formerly Twitter, and also beyond that. Carlson was Fox's highest rating primetime star. We know that before that Dominion settlement of $787.5 million went down in April and got his ass fired. So Trump's looking to help out Tucker a little bit for his ratings over on X. And of course, Tucker is looking for any kind of ratings or attention at all. Again, the sparks are gonna fly between the two of them somehow. But still, he tried to get it over on his own Truth social app. A little bit more from Washington Post. Trump told advisors that he didn't want Carlson's interview to appear on X because it's a competitor to his Truth network. Carlson said his team had been building a relationship with Elon Musk for months and told Trump that they did not think his own platform had the necessary reach. They're probably right about that. So I guess Trump went ahead and folded to that whole thing. And before we get to some of the responses from this, I'm just curious, is this, I don't know how savvy it was or even how much it's gonna work. We'll get some of the folks thinking that way, but which one would you be watching if you have to divide your time? Because by the way, it is 2023, we can kind of do both.
Right, I'm definitely gonna be watching the actual debate because I've already created my drinking game for it. I've set the rules out, and if Ramaswamy does in fact sing "Lose Yourself," I'm gonna have to take a lot of shots. No, but I mean, I think it really is just gonna be the petty bitch power hour with Tucker Carlson because it is really just taking jabs at Fox News. Trump tweeted out that he doesn't like that Fox uses the picture of him where his neck looks fat, or something to that effect, and but I think the whole idea that Truth Social is a competitor to Twitter is a little bit funny because it's not really, but also I do want to highlight how deplatforming really does work because no one ever hears about Tucker Carlson anymore. No one hears what he's saying. He has such limited reach because I'm sorry, Twitter is not a social media site where you sit down, you watch long form content. So deplatforming him getting fired from Fox News really did help to limit his reach, and that's a fantastic thing. And I think that we'll see that the Fox News debate is gonna also have a lot more viewers than the Trump interview with Carlson, whatever platform it ends up being released on, if it even ends up happening, considering the internal conflict or whatever's going on there.
And also the potential tech problems over on X.
Right.
I think it was even DeSantis's launch of his campaign was a bit of a disaster because he was trying to do it on Elon Musk's platform. One more thing, because he's saying, you'd be on the Fox debate. Apparently people disagree. Really fast, we'll go through some of these tweets. These are from regular folks, some pundits as well, that are very opinionated about where this is gonna go. This random guy said, if you're gonna repost this, if you're gonna boycott the Fox News debate with all those traitors and watch Tucker Carlson interview Trump on Twitter. As we go through some of these responses, I want you guys to remember, for the third time, this is about a presidential debate to find out who's gonna be the representative for your party to run for president of the United States. Maybe some of their agendas, maybe some of their ideas, maybe some of the things that they look to do. This is what else people are saying. Bridget Gabriel says more people will watch President Donald J. Trump and Tucker Carlson's interview together than will watch the Fox News presidential debate. This is a guarantee. I don't care. Next, Ty's Tough Talk says the mainstream media is panicking over the Trump and Tucker interview. They know the number of eyes on the interview is going to dwarf their debate numbers by a massive margin. The establishment is working overtime to craft narratives to save face. Trump beat them at their game. Again, what does that have to do with them representing folks? What does that have to do with them being a president of the United States and not being a lying criminal? One more, Trump-Tucker interview on debate night may break the internet. If it's broken, I don't give a damn.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.